Right, solving quadratic equation. Method 1, the first method is factorization. Right, factorization also required the null factor rule, which is whenever we have two things multiplied to each other and get a 0, so any of them would be equals to 0. So that is how we have two answers in a quadratic formula. So the first way is by factorization, as we said. So we have 4x squared, say for example, 4x squared plus 7x equals to 0. And then, since we have a factor here, x, so we have x taken out, and then 4x plus 7 equals to 0. Applying the null factor rule, so we have x equal to 0 or 4x plus 7 equals to 0. Then, just like linear equation, we can solve that. So therefore, we have x equal to 0 or x equals to negative 7 over 4 for this case. Another case is like we will not need to have other factorization, which is the cross method will be common. So we have, for example, we have x squared minus 5x plus 6, minus 6 equals to 0. So now we're going to think about what multiplies together x squared. So x times x equals to x squared. 6 times 1 equals to negative 6. So one of them is negative. Alright, cross method. We have negative 6x plus x equals to negative 5. And since this is the same as that one, then we can have the factor horizontally, which is x minus 6 and x plus 1 equals to 0. Factor law, the null factor rule come in again. X minus 6 equals to 0 or x plus 1 equals to 0. So we have x equals to 6 or x equals to negative 1. There is also a case when you have different things put together. So we have x squared, 4x squared plus 1 equals to 4x. We have two things on the others. Please do not minus them, do not divide. We have to put things on one side together and then solve it with factorization. Now I can see that it's a completing square, so because 2x all square minus 2 times 2x times 1 plus 1 square equals to 0. Now I know it's a completing square, so 2x minus, it's not a completing square, it's perfect square I should say, equals to 0, so and that is the answer. By times you will see some fractions are not in the equation, so you might have to do something else. For example, we have an unknown here, 2x minus 1x equals to negative 1. Now, I do not like the fraction here, denominator here, so I multiply the whole equation by x. So we have 2x squared minus 1 over x times x equals to negative x. So we have 2x minus 1 equals to negative x. Put everything on one side. And then our cross method. So we have 2x minus 1 equals to 0 or x plus 1 equals to 0. X equals to 1 over 2 or negative 1. So that is our answer. And that's it for factorization.